Hey ACO family, this is Kate from the American Cornhole Organization. Click the link in the description below to become an ACO family member now. Or take the next step and click the link to become an ACO certified official director in your area. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss an update. And stop by and say hi at the next ACO Major. See you there.
Welcome back to Center Court, Owensboro Convention Center, Owensboro, Kentucky. Wednesday, the crux point of the American Cornhole Organization World Championships of Cornhole 19. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, Mad Maz, right beside me, and we've seen, I'll tell you what, a lot of very interesting juniors doubles gameplay to get us to the point where we are right now. Ashton Watkins, Mason Higgins against Skylar Foster and Sammy Vansickle. Skylar and Sammy in the red lane, Ashton and Mason in the blue lane.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of roller coasters, up and downs from, honestly, the last four remaining teams. We've seen highs and lows. We've seen bags that leave our jaws dropped, and we've seen bags that end up on the floor, like the bag that Skylar just threw right there. So it really has been, and that's the fun part about the juniors division, is there's so much of that. There's the trial and error. There's the new shots. There's just kind of the inconsistencies maybe from having, the limited experience. And don't get me wrong, the juniors division is fantastic, but we see a lot more of that roller coaster in this division.
A lot more of that risk versus reward and the willingness to do that. I mean, so oftentimes we talked about a guy like Gary Bearpaw. He just wants to own the center of the board, control the whole, you know what I'm saying? So when you get to see some of this experimental and more of adventuresome spirit toward taking these shots and taking these risks, and again, the seniors division, a lot of them come out of games like horseshoes and other target pitching sort of games. These guys are firing up, and their first exposure to this sort of thing is cornhole, and as we were mentioning before the break, all the different sorts of bags, all the different sorts of clubs you can have in your bag, for lack of a better way to put it, give you the chance to play a lot more with a little bit more of a free spirit. We've seen the risk, the reward of both of those things all morning long. So the doubles juniors division continues here. CBC guys working on the other center court, which is, I think right now, they're kind of in a lull in the women's.
Right now, they are hosting the fourth place game? The fourth place game. Kennedy Meineke, Justine Smith taking on Amber Fretwell and Megan Puckett.
Yeah, okay.
Amber and Megan sent Kennedy and Justine to the loser bracket on the upper side.
And Sarah Hardy and Emma Jernigan wait for the winner of that. And then in the queen seat, Chloe Arrington and Kim Dice. Nobody, I think, wants to have to cross the drawbridge to get to that queen seat, but we shall see.
Ashton sends his bag off that backhand side.
Nice bag there from Skylar there to kind of lay low. He's been throwing pretty hard and pretty hot over the top. Ultimately, that's going to
and there it goes.
Itself up, yeah. And again, we're in a situation where Mason, they've thrown gustos.
Yep, medals, I believe.
Yeah, when they're set up the way they are now, you can see the difference. When they're all piled up together, look very similar with that grayish blue. Ashton and Mason throwing the gustos. Skylar and Sammy, what are they throwing? Do you know?
Are those? Are they high? No, they're not high rollers.
I don't know. I can't see
they
from
are.
here.
We'll see when the boards change if we get something on the big screen. Nope, that doesn't help.
No, that one in the back should drop. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Let's run it up and collect. In for two. And there it is. 1-0 becomes 2-1. First bag back in the hands of Ashton Watkins. Nice block there, coming left to right. A little bit of work to do there for Skylar. More central kind of reblock up and over. Oh boy, and that airmail, you and Phil were remarking about Ashton's airmail earlier, just a little too much behind that one. And There's a bit of a wasted bag.
Yeah, Skylar tried to roll
Skylar.
over everything and ends up kicking on the left-hand side about 9 o'clock. It's definitely out of play. We'll see how aggressive Ashton wants to be.
Nicely done backside. He gets it and drops it back in. And so let me ask you this. Knowing that bag that Skylar put out of play, why not try that and try to get your confidence back in that bag? It's a nice cut.
What on earth?
I don't know how
and you saw him shrug his shoulders? He's like,
I don't know how I did it either. There's another one. Oh, and it comes in and little Scuba Steve off the backside. But, I mean, why not? Look at that.
Just
Lord.
jumps. 7, 8. And I'll get 1 out of that.
That's crazy. But that's again, that is exactly the way you open this.
What is his reaction?
With how these guys play. It's just that it's not reckless abandon, but it is certainly abandon. And a former junior beast himself, Seabass, Sebastian Barger, sitting over there in his Top Gun 20 Firebrand shirt, keeping an eye on things here on center court.
One of the 2 number 1 ranked teams tied for points at the end of the season, Gary Bearpaw and the Hurt Brothers.
Collection, yeah.
Yep.
So we'll have that playoff. We thought we were going to have it today, but it looks like it's been pushed to tomorrow in the service of keeping us on schedule for today. But lots still to get to today. Juniors, seniors, and women's singles going to be playing through with those championship matches being played tomorrow. Skins Pro Exhibition I'm excited about tonight at 7 o'clock. We're going to whittle that 100% payout bracket of 32 down to 16. The final 16 will play tomorrow afternoon. And then we'll have the World Co-Ed Championship match before all is said and done tonight. 4-on-2 right now with Skylar Foster and Sammy Vansickle over Ashton Watkins and Mason Higgins here on center court.
See Skylar step out. He's got to go left to right, and he ends up going right behind Ashton's bag, takes away the roll opportunity, but does Ashton go up again? We've had intermittent success with that airmail.
Oh,
and
we did.
Again, off that backhand side. Just a little strong. Skylar to match, and he goes down.
Up and over. Going to go back for it. Yeah, why not? Trust in it if you're going to trust in it. Wow.
And Phil would love this. It's an air show back in Owensboro.
Owensboro Air Show number 1 of 2 this summer has taken place and will continue to do so here in the – oh, that was in a bad bounce.
And Skylar gets 4.
Right there. He was he trying a third to go air third time? What caused him to clip that bag sitting up high? Yeah, we'll take a look at it here. He just catches the edge of that gusto we're watching here on the delay. Just enough to kick him. Yep.
And so I'm not sure if he didn't. I don't know.
Was he trying to piggyback it?
Because Skylar's bag was sitting in front of.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe it was just a, misfire. Maybe he didn't remember Skylar's bag was there. But nonetheless, they get 4.
Feels like this one at 11 o'clock should drop. Oh, not now.
We'll see if it gets.
Should be able to sneak it in right to left, and he does.
It's still moving, though. That bag sitting at 11 is
still.
Got
another bag. I didn't realize he had another bag in his hand. Yeah. Did he go to collect them all? Coming in hot. Oh.
And he goes off the back. And Sammy gets 5 more, I think. Is that 12-7?
12-on-7, yeah. 5 spots. Skylar Foster, Sammy Vansickle up 13-2 over Ashton Watkins and Mason Higgins. A little bit of work to do. The first bag comes out of the right paw of Skylar Foster. They're going to take a quick break and regroup. All right, there's a whisper going on here at center court. A little team talk right now.
And that timeout wasn't a strategy timeout. That was a timing timeout. Just, hey.
Break the rhythm.
Yeah, we're fine. We've come through all these games. There's no, we're not panicking right now. Play your game, play your style. Just take a second.
Mm-hmm. Get back to what got us here. I'll give you an update here on the seniors bracket here in a moment.
Skylar rolls over the top, up and down.
He's got a really good roll bag, he does. Boy, Ashton's got such Such a solid airmail. He's getting about 8 out of 10 of them, I think, to fall.
Yeah.
Another roll.
And it just kicks off a little too far left. And that's the thing we talked about with the confidence. As
man.
it just goes right back to the well.
I mean, that's because he comes in on a zip line. It doesn't even seem high enough to clear the bag sitting in front. Wow. Great shot.
And again, he missed. I think he has 2 missed airmails in this game, but that does not change his confidence. Goes up and down again.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, they split the hole there. And Mason can't make a mistake hurt. We'll see if he can get around this bag here and go through.
He should be able to cut
for
left
sure.
or right. Yeah. Oh, he went up and over. Leaves himself in a nice position there. Sammy just going to run through it and clean it up. Yeah. I don't know if that's what he's trying to do, but that's what he did. Chance we could pull the seniors championship match over here. I just found out. Johnny Thomas and Daryl Macon fighting Terry Dawson and Bob Heil to get up against the Hoaxang brothers. Oh, and one off the back from Mason Higgins.
And Sammy gets one more, 14-2, 8 on 7.
Now, have you called a lot of Terry Dawson's matches?
I have not.
You haven't?
I've not had a ton of T-bone experience.
Okay, well, if they make it over here somehow,
Well, get ready.
I want you to time. You're going to be able to time it with a sundial. First, go look up a sundial.
I said I have to go to the local sundial store.
Go to the sun. Yeah. It's right next door to Abacus's or Us.
Say, can I get one from Target?
Well, 14 on 2. Mason Higgins not accustomed to being down that far, but we've seen him come back from worse. That's a fact.
That's a great bag by Skylar because it pulls his bag closer to the hole.
Look at that.
He can go in and get 6, if not 4 at least. I think he's going to go down. He has the lane there because he has 2 bumper bags, and he got them both.
Yeah, he did. Nicely done. Did he tell him to shoot it?
I think he did. I mean, I would go down.
Wouldn't you run it right to left and just collect them all? Oh.
And he shoots and they bunch. What a bag.
What a shot. But man, oh man, that's unfortunate. That's just the luck of a couple of beads right there.
Oh my goodness, it's 20-2.
That was a gutsy move. Did not pay off.
And now Mason and Ashton cannot make a mistake.
Nope. Replacement there.
But again, that airmail was right on from that was a perfect shot. They just didn't fall.
Well, it's funny because we talked about the boards being sticky.
Mm-hmm.
The hole has been sticky. Does
Correct.
that make sense?
Yep.
Is that a thing?
They've hung up.
The hole can
A
be
lot more have
sticky?
hung up. Absolutely.
Is this a lot? Because this has been really the return nice bag, the year of the carpet bag.
Mm-hmm.
It really has. Is it because more players go into the carpet bag?
Well, more
That we've
players
seen it
want
throughout.
that. Like, more players want the ability to choose, like this fast, slow.
Right.
Because you throw a non-carpet kind of fast side only bag, and it's like a 9-7 or even a 7-8 or whatnot. There's no option. You can slow the game down, and that's what a lot of these players want, and the bag makers have to adjust to it.
Well, and I was going to ask you this earlier when Philip was here. We've always talked about the speed with which the juniors play. Maybe I'm imagining this. I feel like they're playing faster, but the games are still taking a little longer because there is more of what you just said. Their rate of play is fast, but their strategy is to slow it down, and it makes these games last a lot longer. More of what we used to see solely in the seniors division, based on hole.
Yep, absolutely.
Nice bag right there.
Both players have one presumably out of play. Ashton for 10. Skylar can't match.
It's going to give a couple back.
20-6.
Now, again, almost every single game, in fact, you might want to unlatch the jinx jar. Almost every time we see a match like this, you say, well, rarely are you going to see a 6 spot given up or any, a real big frame. But Who knows? Blocker right where he wanted it. Run through and replace.
And Samuel sit side by side. That's a good bag.
Down there, yeah. Coming in hot to push through. Gets him. Nicely done. More of the same and leave that lay to the right. Just coming through and collect. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I thought at first he was going to just sit down, but then it forced Sammy to shoot it to win. He chooses not to. Sammy to collect, and he doesn't, and he gives up 4.
Oh, my gosh. Well, it wasn't the 6
You're right.
for the jinx jar.
Just
Yeah, you want to get
this
that,
real
get that up.
quick. All right. Just in case.
All right, guys, bear with us. We're getting everything together for the women's juniors senior singles.
All right, so it looks like the Johnny Thomas, Daryl Macon, Terry Dawson, Bob Howell game has been held back a little bit because we want to make sure we have the opportunity to get maybe the seniors doubles championship match over here. Let's see what's going on in the women's, if he's gotten any closer to Chloe and Kim.
That's a team I would not want to play.
Kennedy and Justine up 17-4 over Amber Fretwell and Megan Puckett. Wow.
In a revenge game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Crazy. Once you got one under, they got one of those gustos underneath.
Yeah, Ashton showing 5 on 3 right now, I think. And he tries to push the pile, and he does.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what it is. Now I think it's 5 on
He's got
8 in no.
No, it's
Yeah, it's 8-5 right now.
and one off the back, so it's
So now it's 8. I don't know. 10.
I don't know. I
something.
think they had 10. I think they
10-7? 10-7.
10 on
Okay.
7, yeah. I thought he had 3 down and 1 up.
Yep. No, that's my bad. I can't count.
So 20-13. I mean, where were we? 20-2, 20-3, somewhere like that.
First it was 1-2, and then it was 20-2,
2, yeah.
and now it's 13-20. Sammy continuing to kind of pull that bag in. I think he's got 2 bags left. That should be enough to get it down.
Oh.
Now Mason sits right behind it, which is not the worst place to put that bag.
Let's see what you got. Roll. Yeah, oh, man.
Stop skipping a jump.
That's crazy. That wasn't even really a roll bag as much as it was a stop, jump, and roll bag.
And they'll take a timeout and we'll look, because Mason asked, do I go up or try to go around it? Because the question is, if he goes around it and leaves it for Sammy, Sammy shoots it, drags it, wins the game.
Right.
Do you put all your chips in Sammy missing, or do you try to push through it? If you miss, you lose the game.
You lose, right. Yeah, it's who do you want to lose the game for you?
Oh,
Which is a weird way to say it.
yeah, no, I agree.
Whose hands do you want your fate in? Yours or his?
And he goes down and hard.
Oh, and he left it sit up. It's all right.
And Sammy's going to take a timeout. Yep.
Now the question is, how is it pinched in such a way that he can't? Well, he doesn't have to get it. All he has to do is
Put one bag. He has to
drop
get
it
one
in.
of those bags so he can shoot it hard and try to push that bag. So he's throwing on its outside lane here. So he can clip. If he clips that right hand bag, even if he sends his bag off the back, if he pushes that bag in the hole, they win. 9-8. He goes up for it. Oh, and it sits backside.
Oh God! I just missed
Oh,
just that much, catching that backside to roll.
you saw it
And
take a
on
tour of the
right-
globe
wow,
there, Finn.
It sure did. It used every bit of the arc. So 20-13 is what we're still staring at. Wow, that was a really well played shot, though. And I mean, you know, you got a couple of points to play with. You don't have them for very long. I don't think you're going to have them for very long. But wow. So one of each underneath, I think.
So now those two medals on the left-hand side come in huge. Ashton has to get something, and oh my goodness, he got the one he needed.
He splits it and gets it.
That was not an easy pickup. Skylar down the middle, hangs up.
So is that going to be 10 on 8? Yeah.
And it's 15-20.
Oh, wow. And if you're watching at home, you're probably on the edge of your seat the way we are right here on center court. I will say, though, that there doesn't seem to be any panic in Sammy or Skylar. They just figure, all we need is really one frame to get it done.
And a lot of it is, so Mason and Ashton are making tough shots. Like, it's not, Sammy and Skylar aren't making the wrong decisions, aren't playing poorly. Their opponents are making shots, and you can live with that decision.
Yeah, they're not giving them anything.
Correct.
Nice.
And that's huge. Mason has a bag that's 100% out of play.
Just leave it sit. Oh, boy.
So right now it's showing 8-3, but Sammy has all three bags just plugging that hole. If something falls...
Oh, did he get...
And they don't. 8-6. They still sit. Oh, my goodness. They're not moving.
It didn't go anywhere. Wow. Wow. Uh-oh. Skylar's getting a little frustrated now. I think he wants to put an end to this.
17-20.
Wow. And look at this. It goes in. It gets in. It scoots, but then it leaves everything where it was. And they stood and gave it an opportunity to fall. Wow. Look at it. Look at Skylar. He's just got to laugh. He's like, dude, I'm trying everything I can. I'm sending every vibe I can toward that. But 20-2 is now 20-17. Ashton Watkins.
That's a good first bag.
Nice block. First position. Oh, boy.
He can even this game up if he stays clean here. And so if I'm Ashton, I'm running bags now. I don't care about fancy. I don't care about the stuff. I am running bags.
Slick side down.
And he can only limit it.
If they can gather it back together and only sacrifice 2.
Oh, great bag, man. He saw Ashton start to laugh. Can he get around this one and make Skylar go get it? He doesn't.
So right now you're looking at...
If he pulls this bag in, Finn, he wins this game. Sammy tells him they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, let's go look at it.
Sammy told him, step out, go slick side down, and try to clip it.
But he's got...
I don't think he can clip...
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot because he's got the one off the left side.
Yep.
So he's got, what, 2?
So,
one under, one on. That he can. You think he can get that, though?
Right now it's 8-on-4. I think stepping out is the right decision, but I don't think you put all your chips in the fact that you're going to clip that bag. If you do, you do, but that's not where your shot, that's not your goal here. You give up 8-7, that is what it is. You miss. And he missed.
He did. He missed it, so.
That's 8-5.
8-on-5, so that's 3, so it's a tie game.
20-2. 20-20.
Wow.
An 18-0 run.
Yeah, we'll call this the hindsight game right now.
And Skylar almost missed that bag off the board.
Off the board. That would have been it.
Just refresh your screen, that gets you back on track.
And now it's just going to be who's going to blink.
Oh, man, I thought Mason was going to jump the hole again.
Going to lay a block. Oh, it's going to go. There it goes.
I'm not even playing this game, and I'm stressed out.
You are. You're nervous. I can feel it.
And there's a chance Sammy can capitalize.
All right. Now he's just got to run his bags.
Mason, and he's not going to try to get it. He's going to make Sammy beat him. And he doesn't.
He holds it up.
10-on-10. It stays 20-20.
Ashton looked like he was, right as that bag was getting ready to go, he was not ready to pick his bags up and walk off the court. He was not. Wow. And that's one that you and Phil have both talked about, playing the way that you play. That's one you'll think about for a long, long time if things don't go your way.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Ashton has a chance here to sit back in the driver's seat as Skylar sends one that's out of play, and Ashton follows it.
Boy. This is the game nobody seems to want to win, even with a 20-point
An 18-point advantage.
tie. It seems like there's been opportunity after opportunity. You just kind of got to, what the?
Honestly, I think if Skylar can find a way to put one of these bags in, this game is over.
Well, he knows that he's got that right to left if he wants it. Is it coming? There it is. Mm-hmm.
Ashton has to go in here
And hope that he
sits up. Yep, board it.
Yeah.
And it's not in. And there's no throw. And this one is over.
All right, how about that? Well, Skylar Foster and Sammy Vansickle hold on after a furious charge from Ashton Watkins and Mason Higgins, 21-20. They will now advance, and we will see here in just a moment a final on center court, the championship match in the juniors doubles. Riley Brewster, Caleb Rogers, the defending juniors doubles champ,